What's up, guys? It's Mediocre Gaming back with another game. This time we're playing Bionic Bay. I went into this game not knowing a thing about it, and it dropped me right into the game right here. This is basically the opening scene. There's no story mode, no character introduction, just your guy falling down with this ragdoll animation and walking slow as a snail over to this thing. You pull on it, and then all of a sudden these two globes fill up with this goo, and it kind of churns about, and they get too full, I guess, I don't know, and they kind of go down this thing and they explode out the end. Just watch. Yeah, there's the explosion, and your little man walks into it, gets jerked around, and now I can run. Look at this. I had no idea I was playing. I got this on a free download from the PlayStation Store and had a 1-hour free trial, and let me tell you, I thought it was great. There was no fluff, no story mode, just your guy running around. See that little prompt right there with the little shadow figure? He tells you how to move. He tells you how to like jump and run and stuff like that, do some advanced movements, which the advanced movement is like run and roll, and then we'll get into something a little bit later. But right now, I just want you to enjoy the simplicity and the hilarious ragdoll effect. I was laughing out loud when I was playing this game, watching my guy die over and over. There I die right there, and you just respawn. No continues, no amount of deaths. It's like Mario and Sonic and Only Up and all those games combined. Just basically advanced platforming. The camera kind of moves with you and zooms in and out, but I was always at this side scroll, and it didn't really have different levels. It kind of did. You like would get to the end of a level and you'd go to the next level, but it looked exactly the same. But again, I loved it. It was so simple. It was fun. It was challenging enough. There's a few little areas where you kind of have to figure it out, but for the most part, you just pick up and play and just go. Look at me go. Look at me flying through the air, right? Just flying, just running. Probably setting a world record pace right here. I think this game would be fun. Look at me diving, and then I just fall. And my guy, I think he died that time. I fell too far, but I couldn't really figure out why sometimes I would have a mass fall and shake it off and walk around for a minute. And other times I'd be dead. Sometimes I get crushed randomly, but it was great. The game had me laughing out loud by myself, which leads me to my next question. What would you guys think about watching this on stream? There I exploded myself. I didn't know how to do that part. You're supposed to jump over that barrel. I jumped into it and exploded. I think this would be great on stream. Everybody just laughing and trolling the player and making fun of the guy streaming, which would probably be me. I get all I get on here is trolling. I don't know what it is about my page that I get trolled, but hey, I invite it, I guess. Probably my lack of gameplay. We have a good time with it. But comment down below what you think and what you think about my gameplay. There I'm ragdolling across the screen. Look at my guy just bouncing. What does he do? He lays there for a minute and hops up and does it again. Now, I will tell you that as I was playing this game, it glitched out a little bit. I think it was definitely on my end, not on PlayStation's end. So I didn't get as much gameplay as I wanted to show you. Here I got to get through this burning lava lamp, and I kept frying myself. My timing was off. But there was one more advanced game mechanic that I didn't really get to explore as much that I burned my head off. But we'll get to see it at the end. I don't know what I did, but I glitched out some of my game. I didn't save it correctly or something. And you know, there's different ways to platform, but basically I'll talk about it now. But at some point some guy's going to drop a little orb to me, and I hit square and put that orb, and I blew up there. I put my orb on an item, and then I hit L1 to swap places with the item I orbed, if that makes sense. Alright, so we'll see it in just a minute. And that's when the game got a little bit advanced, but it still wasn't really hard. That's when you get a few little puzzles you kind of got to sort through and figure them out. And you know, even like I had to jump mid jump. I would have to touch an item, then swap it in the middle of my jump to kind of keep going. Okay, here's the guy at the orb. All right, I think you get the ragdolling of death effect, but that's worth the price of admission right there, is a death effect. So here I got the orb, and I touch it and I swap. Easy. But it just gets more advanced to where it has like your pathway blocked. See, swap, swap, and orb goes on there and swap. I thought this game was great. I had way too much fun with it. I would probably pay $20 max for this game. Stream it a couple times, have some laughs. Let me know what you think. Alright, I'll probably end up getting the whole thing, not just playing the trial. But I like games like this. Simple, easy, no story mode, no fluff, and just play through the game. Just have a good time, right? That's what gaming is about. None of these overcomplicated menu screens or story mode. Just jumping around like a moron and ragdolling to your death. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.